Hello everyone, I'm Tessellating Hexagons and, well, that happened. And it's like 9:25 in the evening. I meant to record this much sooner, but here we are in the last main area of the game with the coolest music. We're inside a spaceship, because that's the logical progression of where this case has been taking us so far. Now something to note is these doors, that there's a little button next to it. The one we just came through was flashing, but this one isn't. The flashing buttons indicate that doors are unlocked, and then non-flashing ones indicate the door is locked. So there you go. We found Cromwell, because we've all been split up, that's kind of obvious. But do take a moment to appreciate this music, and I think I'm going to use... I don't know. I'm tempted to use this music in the end slate of these videos, but then you'd have this music playing for the entirety of the video, and that would kind of be a little bit much. It is good music though, so do pardon me. I implore you to look it up for yourself if you like what you hear. Also, you know that little frame that I have on the video where, you know, we've got the tessellating hexagons in the background, you got my logo, and you got the logo of the game. Normally, when I render out these videos, I render out the pre-recorded footage with that frame on top, and then watch that back and commentate over it. This time, I forgot to include the frame, so I'm going to have to add it in post-post. Now, something to note about these flashing buttons, it's wet. Huh. Suggestive. Anyway, who's behind these cat-faced doors? Oh, well, we found Chloe. So, that's 2 out of 3 accounted for, I suppose? So, for some reason, they didn't get us or Fungi, but they got Chloe, they got Cromwell, and presumably they have Penelope somewhere as well. We'll find some way to get them out, I'm sure, because... Oh, there we go, that's Penelope. Because this is a game on a Nintendo console, so it can't end badly. Then again... You know what? Forget I said anything. Pardon my voice in general, because I just had dinner, and then an entire bottle of vanilla Coca-Cola. Bland name product. So, Penelope was fine, but then Chloe stirred up the hype. Now, well, there's another prison here. They got him too. Do we have to help him? I mean, he keeps calling us Dutch detective, and he is an asshole. And, funnily enough, the owners of the spaceship did in the space of 10 seconds what it's taken the entire span of Inspector Diarrhea's career to do. They've entrapulated the Cornstalker. Also, we just run away from an alien. That's kind of an important detail to note. Again with the burping. So, there are now voices talking in there, but we can't hear them, and if we open the door, well, we're gonna get spotted and deathed or something, but... Here's the Cornstalker's watch, even though he was clearly wearing it at the very end of that final cutscene in the last episode before the ship appeared, and also you notice that there's that bag of quote-unquote Chinese food. You see, I knew this was coming. It's not really Chinese food, I was being facetious. I'm totally not covering my ass or anything, but yes, we've got a bag full of dollar store stuff that Penelope bought. And we've got a glass, a battery, bug repellent, package of beads, and green tea. Who sells green tea in a bottle like that? But yeah, so we've got a whole lot of shit here. First of all, Penelope, who the fuck pays an entire $1 for a single D battery? What is your ass? Although that bottle of green tea does remind me. Dr. Pepper here in the UK. I know, I refuse to name Coca-Cola, and yet I'm saying Dr. Pepper. They're having a cutscene, by the way, but... Dr. Pepper, like, it costs about £1.20, £1.30 to buy, like, a... I don't even know what the... In fact, I could grab the empty bottle of Coca-Cola from back here, but... a bottle... A 500ml bottle is, like... I don't know, £1.20, £1.30, but then... They had, like, 2-litre bottles of it on special offer for £1 a couple of weeks ago when I was back at university. Oh, anyway, plot is happening. They've... Well, the thing that the Cornstalker stole is made from weird space material, and once the sea bottom dwellers evolved, they could use the thing to come and join these aliens, and that means that we've essentially stolen their Jesus. And all the Cornstalker can think about is that, oh, well, Jesus is valuable. To you, at least. Yay, atheism, where the fuck is this going? What? But But most of the world doesn't live in India. Oh, they're gonna kill off the cows because steaks, meatballs, and a side of beef, but what about Austin? Fuck the beef, we must do this to save Austin, who has actually been online on Skype for a lot today, but he's, like, it says he's online, but he's not been around. Well, anyway. So, Chloe cares, Chloe's panicking about the absence of beef, again, and Penelope doesn't really care. So, as she said before, she'll just live off fruit, and, you know, what about chicken? That's the superior meat anyway. You can take your beef supremacy and just disappear. And the Cornstalker is, of course, being a show-offish asshole, because no prison can hold him except for this one, obviously, and he's bluffing. Now, I thought maybe some of these accolades up here may be worth a comment or two, but no. Now, what is out that window? It looks like the bottom of the sea out that window, but we're in space, because we're in a spaceship. Anyway, in case you missed it the first time, that button is wet, the door is open. Make the connection yourself. And that's a weird thing, and there we go. So we finally know for certain they're going to... the title of the case, Invasion, it's because of these assholes, the developed versions of the Sea Bottom Dwellers. When I originally saw the Sea Bottom Dwellers, I thought they were like... I don't know, I thought like they were wearing like a blanket or something. You know, like a person wearing a blanket, but then there are these assholes who are like the evolved form or something. So, somehow, by talking to our friends, we've become suspicious, and that's caused them to up their security, so we should probably run. Now, it's at this point that we're taught exactly how to operate these buttons, because they need to be wet in order to open and dry when they're not. And, well, we have a bottle of liquid, so we shall soak the button gently, and that opens the door. Which means that we could free our friends, and maybe consider freeing the Cornstalker on the way back. But then again, I mean, he was tightening security, so... yeah. Whenever you try to save anyone on this corridor, like, you'll get to this point, he'll fuck off, you can go back that way, but then, whenever you try to soak one of the buttons to let someone out, that'll happen again, you'll get chased out before you can do anything. I mean, you wouldn't have thought it would take that long to pour a small quantity of green tea, or fuck, even some saliva onto a button. Like, they never think to do that, in this entire case. And also pour as a sound effect, alongside the likes of dice, dice, onion, onion. Yeah, we found Cromwell. Apparently he is rubbish, because he's in the refuse bay. And they have a dead cow here already. Huh. Well, there is plenty of stuff in here. So, yeah, crumb face. Why are you asking us? You're the genius. Love, I suppose? Because that's usually the answer in these video games, especially in these Nintendo ones. Oh. Okay, well, you're a bit overprotective with your wing-ass moustache. Well, wisdom and courage then, because we are like 2/3 of the Triforce or something. Yay, we picked the right answer? Maybe? Yes? Can we proceed now? It is indeed, but, there's one slight problem. Take it away, Cromwell. That's both rude and untrue, but fuck it, we'll just take the terrorist approach and use a time bomb. Well, you poo-pooed all of our other... We literally suggested all three of those, and now you're just nah. But it does beat surrendering as he's about... Yeah, there we go. It's better than surrendering, and we didn't even entertain the supposition of that even being a possibility. So, well, does he have any better ideas? In our simplistic approach? Go ahead, good sir. Time bomb. Why didn't we think of that? Here, oh dear. You're the Mont Selmerlo to my David Guetta, and a Dandy Punk, and all the other people he ripped off. What? Anyway, handlebars! They look like a touchless item, and indeed they are. And also, there's a dead cow. Those look like calamari. And then there's this. If you don't know what that is, you won't actually see it until the next episode, more prominently. But those things are how the aliens get around. They fly around on those hovering pads, and we found a broken one, and it's got a thingy inside it. Yum! Anyway, you might have thought maybe we'll have this long, convoluted puzzle with stuff using the dollar store items, but nope. Literally everything we got from the Penelope's dollar store shopping spree, apart from the green tea and the cup, is all Cromwell needs to construct a time bomb. So there you go. Moral of the story. In Osawari, you can construct a time bomb for just $4. Yum. Oh, and a pocket watch. So, $4 and a pocket watch. I forgot about that. But, yeah. So, we need the green tea to get around in here. We've got a glass which we've essentially used. I don't think it serves any further purpose, as far as I know. We've got our ID, which again, it served its purpose in the first half of this case. And then we've got some random-ass handlebars and a cube. Sounds like fun. You said it, Cromwell. Well, he's constructed a thing. It's a Chinese takeaway time bomb! Delicious. It's funny, because dinner tonight was Chinese takeaway, but I don't much care for Chinese takeaway. Like, I don't mind Chinese food, it's just not Chinese takeaway, because we have Chinese on, like, every Wednesday in my household. And it's fine when it's homemade, but when it's takeaway, I don't know, I just don't really feel it. And so I had fish and chips instead, because I'm just so bloody British. But, Cromwell, I appreciate this as a game, but in this game, lives are in danger. You and your fourth wall ass. Where are you going?
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Okay then. So, once again, in case you forgot, wet buttons equal open doors. And here you are, you fucker. Do you realise it's not safe to just stand here? There are fuckers fucking in the fuckadors. Which makes them fuckadors themselves. Right, that makes about as much sense as what I just said. Gonna fly the pink elephant. That's not even secret code for anything. Well, I suppose if it were made of light enough materials, but just bear in mind it's got to carry 4 people and a mushroom, and possibly a sentient ear of corn as well. Well, I mean... Oh. Well, first, let me hop out of the motherfucking Porsche. Something sitting like a horse, I don't give a shit. So, yeah, I had a feeling you wouldn't be able to explain that much, but I mean, those wing ear things, I suppose, would be good enough for... Anyway, engine. What we're gonna need? I mean, there's no point asking him about the control bar, because we have handlebars from our bike, that should be perfectly fine. We can just give it to him, but an engine? Well, I mean, I don't know what to expect. I mean, he wants a jet engine, we can't really supply that, so... You know, supplies!
Supplies!
So, here's a control bar, just like I just said, and... Will it suffice? Because there's nothing else here. We could use a calamari as a control bar if you prefer. And what about this cube-ass little bitch? Well, I mean, we did find it inside one of those hoverboards, so it must be an engine of some kind, right? You see, there we go. We are good at life. You should have more faith in our asses, Cromwell. Anyway... he shall convert the pink elephant, and in the next episode we will do some more rescue-y things and blow up this spaceship, apparently. So I have been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons, and I will see you in the next episode.